How do powers of appointment work within a DAPT? Let's talk about how powers of appointment function within a domestic asset protection trust, or DAPT. If you are considering ways to protect your assets or help a loved one, understanding this concept is essential. A domestic asset protection trust is a unique type of irrevocable trust. It is designed to shield assets from creditors while allowing the person who created the trust, known as the grantor, to retain certain rights. One of the key features of a DAPT is the power of appointment. So, what exactly is a power of appointment? It is a legal right granted to someone, often the grantor or another designated individual, to decide how the trust assets will be distributed among beneficiaries. This right is typically detailed in the trust document. Powers of appointment can be categorized into two main types: limited and general. A limited power of appointment allows the holder to direct trust assets to a specific group of people, such as children or charities, but not to themselves or their creditors. This type is commonly included in DAPTs because it helps maintain asset protection while still giving the grantor some control over the distribution of assets. For instance, if a DAPT is established in a state that permits it, the grantor may retain the right to appoint trust assets to their descendants after their death. This is done using a testamentary limited power of appointment. On the other hand, a general power of appointment is much broader. It allows the holder to distribute trust assets to anyone, including themselves or their creditors. However, DAPTs generally do not include general powers of appointment. Including such a power could jeopardize the trust's asset protection benefits. If the grantor or another person can appoint assets to themselves, creditors may be able to access those assets. In the context of elder law and estate planning, powers of appointment within a DAPT provide a way to balance asset protection with flexibility. For example, a grantor may want to ensure that their loved ones are taken care of while also keeping those assets safe from potential creditors. By including a limited power of appointment, the grantor can maintain some influence over the trust's future without undermining its protective purpose. When a DAPT is created in a state that allows these powers, the trust document will specify who holds the power, what type it is, and any restrictions on its use. This is particularly important for older adults who may be concerned about protecting their assets from long-term care costs or other financial risks. Including a power of appointment can make the trust more adaptable to changing family circumstances while still keeping the main goal of asset protection intact. Powers of appointment within a DAPT are tools that allow for greater control and flexibility in how trust assets are distributed while maintaining the trust's primary function of protecting those assets from creditors. If you have questions about setting up a DAPT or using powers of appointment, it is wise to consult with an estate planning attorney who understands elder law and asset protection.